Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. First, let me introduce myself. My name is Rizwanda Adriansyah Wahab with student identification number P1B124132 from Class C 2024. Management major, Faculty of Economic and Business, Halil University. In this video, I will complete my final assignment for the course Human Resource Management 2, taught by Miss Dr. Elianti Agus Mokodempit, SAMSE. I am from Group 1, and here I will explain my part of the material in the discussion about turnover and termination of employment. My section focuses on reasons for conducting turnover and termination of employment. So, let's start it. The first reason is termination due to serious misconduct. Based on Article 158, Paragraph 1 of the Manpower Act, a company may terminate an employee who commits serious misconduct, such as fraud, theft, or embezzlement of company property or funds, and providing false or forged information that harms the company, being intoxicated, consuming alcohol, using or distributing narcotics, psychotropic substance, or other addictive substance in the workplace. And then the next, engaging in immoral acts or gambling in the workplace, attacking, abusing, threatening, or intimidating GO workers or the employer in the workplace, persuading GO workers or the employer to commit act against the law, carelessly or intentionally damaging or endangering company property that result in loss, and carelessly or intentionally placing GO workers and the employer in the danger at work, disclosing company secrets that must be kept confidential except for state interests, and committing other acts within the company that carry a prison sentence of 5 years or more. And for termination due to serious misconduct, the company must have strong evidence, such as being caught red-handed, a confession, a report from authorities, or at least 2 witnesses. And we next the reasons number 2 is detention by authorities. A company may terminate an employee who cannot perform their duties because they are detained by law enforcement. According to the Manpower Act, the company must provide one-time length of service, compensation, and compensation rights. However, if after 6 months the employee is declared innocent, the company must rehire the employee. And the next reason is number 3, employee violations. A company may terminate an employee due to violations of company rules. Each company has different regulation, but usually the process involves warning letters. Most companies terminate employees after they receive 3 warning letters, or they call it like SP3. And we next to the next reason. The next reason is number 4, employee resignation. Termination may also occur when an employee decides to resign. The requirements for resignation include submitting a written resignation at least 30 days before the resignation date, not being bound by a service bond, and continuing to carry out their responsibilities until the last day of work. And in this case, the termination is based on the employee's request and not the company decisions. Okay, and the next reason is number 5, change in status and company efficiency. So, change such as mergers, acquisitions, or change in ownership may lead to termination. Generally, termination occurs for efficiency reasons. For example, downsizing or eliminating unnecessary positions. If this is done for the improvement of the company must still provide proper compensation. And the next reasons for turnover and PHK is number 6, company closure or bankruptcy. A company may be declared closed and bankrupt if it experiences continuous losses for 2 years, proven by audited financial reports. Termination may also occur due to force majeure, such as disaster or uncontrollable events. In such cases, employees are entitled to one-time severance pay, one-time length of service award, and compensation rights. And the next reason is number 7, employee death. If an employee passed away due to illness or other causes, the employment relationship ends automatically. And the company must provide the family with 3 points or 3 benefits. And the first is 2-time severance pay, 1-time length of service award, and compensation rights. Okay, next reason is number 8, termination due to retirement. Employees who reach retirement age are entitled to severance pay and other benefit as regulated. And the last reason is number 9, termination due to absenteeism. Employees who are absent from work for 5 consecutive days without a valid written explanation and supporting evidence after receiving verbal or written warning twice may be considered to have resigned. In this case, the company has the right to terminate the employee. In this case, the company has the right to terminate the employee. That is the reasons a company may terminate an employee. Termination is something that both employees and employers want to avoid. However, if termination must be carried out, it should be done amicably and in accordance with regulation to maintain a good relationship between the 2 parties. So, that is the reasons for conducting turnover and termination. I hope my explanation is clear and useful for all of us. Thank you for your time and attention in watching this video. I am Rizwan Detren Shawahab, signing out. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.